make the cash prize getting bigger for the players, because the players are playing, as we mentioned, for a lot on a tough tournament, a really tough tournament, and you can support all of them by supporting Phoenix Blue online. In any case, before going on to the next tournament next month, we got a grand final Armada, Leffen against Trif.
Yeah, Leffen versus Trif. This is going to be a tough one. Leffen is he has so many good strengths in this matchup. He's very good at killing Peach early. He's really good at edge guarding Peach, really making it hard for Peach to get back. She has the float, but due to the fact that she's very bad at off the ledge, Leffen can use, like, you know, his superior speed to really make Peach's life tough. So Trif will have to play on point here if he wants to bring this to a second set.
Very true, very true. But I feel like Leffen, as we mentioned, so he's one of the players that it might be the best Fox against Peach, like, honestly. And
yeah, for sure.
Like, and one thing that he's so scary at, it's edge guarding Peach. I've seen him catch those amazing shines that no Fox will find when she's off stage. He's really good at it.
Yeah, no, he is for sure. He is for sure. That's like we saw here. Trif kind of got away with it for a little bit, but when he kills Leffen, I do not want to see him go off the level. It's something that works too well against players that don't know how to deal with people off the level or with Peach off the level. But Leffen knows that. So if Leffen has invincibility, don't go off the level. It's honestly not worth it, if you ask me.
For sure. But look at that, he's forcing the air dodge, ready to make the pressure afterwards, and finally jumping onto the down smash there, allowing Trif so to find a good opening, an up smash to cover a back air landing. Okay, unfortunately not too much out of it, because Leffen found the ground back.
Yeah, Leffen also, he's very good with, like, his recoveries. Like, some players have the tendencies of kind of picking the recovery option early. Like, they kind of decide, here I'm going to go for an up B, here they're going to go for a side B. But Leffen is like, he's really waiting until that final moment, trying to read your movement and base his decision on what to do based on your movement.
Okay. Okay, in any case, Sourspot Nair will seal the deal for the second stack of Trif. We'll see if he can build up more percent. Is it like you talked about earlier about you know, the Jigglypuff matchup? What was your game plan in between two stocks? Is there a specific game plan to aim at as a Fox or as a Peach in that matchup?
Like between stocks, or wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, like when we talked about Puff, like just trying to build percent, you know, to avoid the rest.
Oh, okay. Like, I mean, not in the same way, really. I think Puff is like more unique in that regard. That she has such a strong tool that the percentage like build up is more important. Because like such a strong move as rest might sometimes just be off the table or not worth the stock trade.
All right. Okay,
good
wait.
Jab there from Trif. That could have been a kill otherwise.
Okay.
Yep, Leffen so good at keeping Trif in the corner. It's very hard. Like, Trif does a pretty decent job at mixing up, but Leffen, like, he does use like his superior movement, superior speed. And Leffen's recoveries have been pretty on point so far in this game.
Yeah.
I like the fact he landed behind the shield. Like, he did a drill. He can shield grab that, but yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it.
I mean, as we said, it's just like he found those shines, and you talked about how he used his superior speed to just like stop covered some option from Trif, but also he's so good at just baiting Trif to take some decision. There, for instance, just like went off stage, but immediately double jump back and just forced Trif to double jump and float back, if I'm not mistaken, and already took away one of her option to recover, if that makes sense. And then he was just ready to, as soon as she get close from the edge, found a shine, find an attack, and just like rinse and repeat, basically.
Yeah, the thing is, like, since Leffen is so good at it, like, he gets people to be afraid of what he's gonna do next, right? And, like, that's a respect he earns from being very good at, like, punishing these recovery options, right? So it can be hard as a player when you play against someone that good to like mentally like stay fully focused, because you don't want to die that early, right? You can't really afford that against a player of Leffen's caliber. But yeah, again, a strong start from Trif on FD. Yeah.
If I recall correctly, yeah, so in winners it was 3-1 for Leffen. Obviously, if I recall correctly, I think he lost the game on Final Destination. One of the hardest for sure in any case. but the other ones afterwards were pretty close, like really close. So I do believe Trif got everything in his hand to be able to maybe make the reset happen at least. But right now, Leffen still seems like pretty strong, even on FD.
Ooh, good by Trif. A lot of Peaches like there, or like players in general, might have drifted in with the aerial, but it was a little bit like we talked about in the Frenzy Pipsqueak set, I think it was earlier, or if it was Nicky Pipsqueak. Like he was like drifting out with the nair, making sure that he was going to cover Shorten, and since Peach has a float, she can still like keep applying the pressure off the stage. So good job by Trif there.
Yeah,
ooh, I like that up tilt, barely not enough, but that was a smart choice. That was a smart choice. Almost killed as well.
Yeah, for sure. Those kind of up tilt intakes are just like amazing. I feel like you kind of never accept them, even if they are like so good to just like create situation where you can find an upper afterwards. But yeah. Okay, close.
Yeah, Leffen also so good at like the sharking element. I mean, Fox is a character that obviously allows for it, but Leffen super good at like predicting where his opponent will go. And the fact is, like, even if he guesses wrong, it's normally like no risk since he comes down to the stage faster as well. But he does a good job at like taking advantage of it. And good backer by Trif, barely going far enough out where the backer actually covers that diagonal up angle from the up B. Good job by Trif.
Okay, nice recognition by Leffen, try to take back the center and finally get grabbed after that drill there.
Yeah, that's the risk with the drill. It's like not safe on shield a lot of times, and especially when it's like a little bit stale, it's even worse on shield. So that's a risk. Like it's a good move to often like be able to get wave shines. But the risk is that you can get shield grabbed. That was like the impressive part earlier when he was doing drill and almost drifting in front of Trif, but still barely stay behind to bait the shield grab. So yeah, it's a good move, but it comes with the risk if you're landing in front of Peach for sure.
Okay, interesting to note. Okay, so Pokemon Stadium, I want to say, like, obviously, kinda. I feel like it's definitely like one of the greatest stage for Fox, as we've seen earlier during the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's so wide and Fox gets so much room to laser, and then you also die early at the top. So I mean, it's by far Fox's best stage. But I mean, Trif obviously can still do it. But this is the stage where he truly will be tested.
Oh, what a jab! What a jab! And unfortunately, Trif tried to weather just afterward, which was kind of an interesting choice, to be honest. But unfortunately, just air dodge a bit too far away.
Oh, good fair, good fair. That was actually like, yeah, that was covering like, yeah, both straight and if Leffen went to the ledge. So, good fair.
Okay. Okay, going for it. I love how, how the fact that as soon as you see a Peach just taking a turnip, you know there's a moment where you can approach or at least close up the distance and create a situation where you can provoke a defensive option from Peach.
Alright, let's see what Trif can do. Oh, he gets to a ledge. Leffen not quite ready, but still applies the pressure.
Okay.
Good recognition to tech on the F-tilt there, because I'm pretty sure that was a misclick by Trif. But good recognition of Leffen to still get the tech there on the ground there.
Okay. Wow, great contest with the Nair. I mean, like it was like he was going defensively, just fleeing away, and just suddenly turning around and finding the Nair. This is one thing where Leffen also is so good at, just like switching the rhythm of his attack and defense. It's so tough to know what he's got in his of the back of his head.
I also like the option there from Leffen. Trif was like, when he sent Leffen off the level, he was going for the down air to like cover jumping to the ledge. But Leffen knows that's a very common option for Peach to do, so he was like jumping higher up and you side beat over. A lot of Foxes would have jumped straight into the down air and then possibly died for it. So it's like, that's also a thing, right? Against basically every other player, what Trif did would have worked. But since Leffen knows that's a very common option, he tries to play around it a lot.
Okay, especially on the shine. Nothing afterwards. Okay, finding the down smash and the kill just right after, but still 2 stock to 1. Those comeback are pretty hard with Peach, right?
Yeah, because I mean, if Leffen plays this like more safely, he will get some guaranteed damage with laser as well. I mean, of course he can be caught, which, you know, basically what's happening there. But yeah, I mean, you always have that like safety net of getting some damage at least. But I mean, Trif brought us the last stock now. I mean, if all he needs is one opening to possibly turn this match around. He goes for the greedy attack.
Honestly, like the dash dance from Leffen, like, he's so good at it. Just so
good.
The
double jump out of shield.
He
did go for the double jump out of shield, so like he could like start running earlier. It is a good option from Trif. I thought what he might have done was like wave dash out of shield down smash. The thing is like you can do what Trif did, obviously. But you also can pick like floating out of shield nair, but that loses to crouch cancel and can be like quite risky, especially if you're like a kill percentage yourself. But if you think they're gonna hold down wave dash out down smash, that destroys the crouch cancel. But yeah, multiple down tilt.
Yeah, I love it. At any point in time, could have catched the double jump also, no? Or even the float. Okay. Okay, great spacing. If I recall correctly, like Trif definitely brought up like once again Leffen on FOD also on the previous game. That's funny to see that also Trif is not even playing on Dreamland against Fox.
Yeah, and I mean especially against Leffen, like it's tough. It's tough. I do think this is Peach's second best stage in the matchup. Some Peaches actually do like it more than FD, just due to the fact that it's not a wide stage. I would say FD, like, of course, the punishes are easy, but getting that grab in the first place is really, really hard. Since you don't have, like, this, like, nearly the same speed as Fox. So you have seen a lot of Peaches historically actually pick this one and be better at this stage against Fox, rather than FD.
Okay,
yeah.
But at least...
I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense for Trif to pick this stage.
Okay, yeah, for sure. At least though, because of the stage, like Leffen could go deep down to make that RB as we just saw just earlier, allowing him to get back to the stage. And this time the RB was toward the center of the stage, he was ready for it, finding the back end, we're back 3 stocks each. Okay. Nice drop. Okay. I love also how Trif just catch every single... Oh no!
That's so unfortunate.
So sad.
Gold umbrella!
Oh!
Into the jabs!
Oh!
Leffen keeps getting away with the side Bs. And yeah, the forward throw into immediate attacking. That was very scary for Trif. That could have turned out very, very bad.
Yeah, he's often making those kind of moments at low percent near the edge against Peach. From what I've seen in winner summons. But yeah, one thing that Trif is good at, like Leffen is always retreating when he's trying to recover to put more distance with the Peach and avoid a float attack, I guess. Oh my god, Leffen, just stop! I'm like, it's just so good at it. But yeah, Trif was really good at just catching all of those recovery, nonetheless.
This time he's ready for the side B. Yeah, they have given so much mileage, so I'm happy to see the Trif adapt at that time. Yeah, that's the down smash again. It's a little bit too many of the desperation down smashes.
Okay. Oh. Another thing, like you miss a tech chase on Leffen, he's back on the attack, he's back on the offensive, like he's ready. Okay. Oh, catching those top platform as we talked about earlier.
No, it didn't look like Trif expected a trade there. Like he could act way sooner. Grab this. Okay. Yeah, Leffen wasn't ready for it through. I was gonna say he needs to close this stock out to have a chance to stay in this tournament. No, not the dash kick again. And that's gonna be a good tech chase. Good tech chase. Ready for it. Wave shun up smash to close out the tournament. Yeah, Leffen is the champion.
He is.
Maybe not an upset, but I mean, he is the winner of upset.
I mean, is Leffen on the frame one? He lost the last major.
I mean, true.
Somehow,
maybe according to some. I don't know.
Might be considered an upset. Oh Lord! But yeah, so congratulations to Leffen who won. So the second qualifier of the same circuit. Obviously, congratulations to all the top 8 of all the amazing players. Not only all the top 8, obviously all the 300 players that came out. But congrats to Leffen getting first, Trif getting second, Frenzy third, Nikki fourth, in fifth place, both Solo Battle and Pipsqueak, and then in seventh place, Ja, Raiden, and Kinzo. We had quite an amazing top 8.
Yeah, that was a good top 8. It was a lot of fun to watch. All these sets. Had a pleasure for sure. And yeah, congrats to all the players, and big shout outs for their performances. I hope most of them at least are happy and come back even stronger for the next upcoming qualifiers in the circuit.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, the next qualifier will be Phoenix Blue Online at the end of March. It will be on the 27th and 28th of March. So basically 1 month away, like just 1 month away. And the registration are already up. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to play some more Melee, I do think it is the time to do so and registrate. But yeah, in any case, that's gonna be the end of the tournament, of the upset. So obviously, huge shout out for all the organization, to all Poilon Software organization that help organizing that tournament. Every people that were included in the process, all the commentators and MC also. So thanks to you, by the way, Armada, for coming here. It was a blast commentating with you. It was quite amazing.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Likewise, dude. I had a lot of fun. I hope the viewers at home enjoyed it as well. I think we did a pretty good job for our first time together.
I agree. And I hope we'll have another shot of trying it for sure. Thank you also, obviously, to the production, BDS Smash, like Beyond the Summit. Also, Liva, which is behind the whole production. Thanks to you, Liva. Thanks to all of the viewers, all of the participant entrants. Also some sponsors that have been helping the tournament. I can only think about, obviously, like we talked about, I think the most part, but also Cones, with the Cones Academy that take players that coach some students. For instance, into that top 8 we had Nikki, which is a coach at Cones Academy. So if you want to be better and be prepared for Phoenix Blue, maybe you want to check out what Cones Academy is doing. Also, it may be a great thing to improve your gameplay. Did you take a look at what Cones Academy is about, Armada?
Yeah, I've seen it. Honestly, I think it's amazing. Like if you look at like traditional sports, for example, like coaching is such a crucial part of the games, right? And I like the fact that we're seeing that more and more ingrained in Smash, because every person is coachable. Every person can benefit from having a coach. So having that type of resource is honestly amazing. And I do think Cone and everyone involved in making this, that's huge. Especially for players that might not, have that many other players around their skill level, for example. They might not really know what to do to improve next. So it's amazing to have such a large sample of experienced players playing different characters that can help you get to the next level. So I think it's an amazing resource, and for players that have the possibility trying to take advantage of that, I think they should consider it for sure.
Go for it, ladies and gentlemen, because not only getting a coach, it is also getting access to all the lessons from all the coaches. And as you mentioned, Armada, it's also playing with all the other students and coaches. So yeah, for sure, it's definitely maybe worth taking a shot, or at least taking a read. In any case, I think that's going to be the end for us. So thanks you all at home. And we're going to see each other at Phoenix Blue Online, right?
So, I hope so. I hope all the players come out and do their best, give us all a good viewing experience.
So, ladies and gentlemen, see ya at the end of the March for Phoenix Blue Online. Take care. This is Melee.
Oh, and I think this is actually this is it. No way! Pipsqueak takes it! Wow. Solid stuff from Pipsqueak. You know, the guy has been putting in the work. He definitely deserves it.
Goes high and Dady with another force message. Professor Pro goes out to Dady. 3-2.
My God! With the flag, all the crew is here on stage because finally